Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Annual General Meeting of CEMATRIX Corporation. My name is Vinod Lalani, and I'm the Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Corporation. In accordance with the bylaws of the Corporation, I'll assume the position of Chairman for this meeting. In order to ensure that the meeting covers the required business in an efficient manner, we have pre-arranged with designated shareholders to move and to second the motions of business. Once we have completed the formal business, we will then have a presentation by the CEO and question and answer session. Before we begin the formal business of the meeting, I'd like to take a moment to introduce the directors and officers of the corporation who are present today. So we have John Kim, and then from management we have, Randy Boomer. And then we got, we call her MJ. Mario the Cantin. Oh yeah, sorry, and we just got Anna Cuglietta who just arrived. I think the other board members have ended up in the wrong hotel, I believe. But anyway. The meeting will now come to order, and if there are no objections, I'll now request Marie Jose Cantin to act as Secretary of the meeting, and Kit Claremont of Computershare Trust Company of Canada to act as scrutineer of the meeting. I now request the Secretary to table proof of mailing of the notice of meeting, instrument of proxy, financial statements, management information circular, and accompanying documents to the registered shareholders of the corporation. Thank you. Proof of mailing the notice calling the meeting has been duly filed, and I direct a copy of the notice with proof of mailing to be kept with the records of the meeting. I would note that a quorum for the annual and special meeting of the shareholders, as prescribed by the bylaws of the corporation, is present if at least two holders of not less than 5% of the shares entitled to vote at a meeting of the shareholders are present in person or by proxy. The scrutineer's report has now been received, and it shows that there are personally present at the meeting 24 shareholders holding or representing in person and by proxy 30,229,145 shares, or 20.2% of the issued and outstanding common shares of the corporation. I now declare the meeting regularly called and properly constituted for the transaction of the business. To my knowledge, the decision of the meeting will be in favor of each resolution to be considered, and unless a shareholder or a proxy holder demands a ballot in respect of voting on any specific resolution, I propose to conduct each vote by show of hands. Please note that only registered shareholders are entitled to vote directly at this meeting. Vast majority of shareholders are beneficial shareholders and hold their shares for brokerage firm or other registered shareholder. Beneficial shareholders cannot vote at this meeting, but will have had the opportunity through an instrument of proxy to instruct the brokerage firm who hold securities on their behalf how to vote on their behalf. Therefore, votes of beneficial shareholders will be represented by proxy, provided that such beneficial shareholder has properly completed and delivered an instrument of proxy. Again, if you are a beneficial shareholder only, then you cannot vote in person at this meeting. The first item of business is the presentation of the audited financial statements of the corporation for the financial year ended December 31st, 2025, and the reading of the auditor's report. Copies of the foregoing have been either mailed or have been made available online to the registered and beneficial shareholders of the corporation in accordance with applicable law. I shall now request a motion to dispense with the reading of the audited financial statements for the financial year ended December 31st, 2025, and the reading of the auditor's report thereon.
I move that the reading of the audited financial statements for the financial year ended December 31st, 2025, and the auditor's report thereon be dispensed with.
I second the motion.
All those in favor signify in the usual manner by raising a right hand. Aye. Contrary, if any? Carried. The next item of business is the election of the board of directors. For this forthcoming year, it is proposed that the board of directors shall be fixed at 5 members. I shall now request a motion to fix the board of directors at 5 members.
I move that the board of directors of the corporation shall be fixed at 5 members.
I second second the motion.
All those in favor signify in the usual manner by raising your right hand. Aye. Contrary, if any. Carried. We will now proceed with the election of directors. I declare the meeting will be open for nominations.
I nominate Steve Bjornson, Patrick Rick N. Green, Anna Maria Cuglietta, John Kim, and Manaz Valani for election as directors of the corporation to hold office for the ensuing year until the next annual meeting of the corporation or until their successors are duly elected or appointed unless their offices is earlier vacated in accordance with the bylaws of the corporation.
I second the motion.
Are there any further nominations? Yes, there are none. All in favor of election of Stephen Bjornson, please signify in the usual manner by raising your right hand. Aye. Contrary, if any? None. All in favor of the election of Patrick N. Breen, please signify in the usual manner by raising your right hand. Aye. Contrary, if any? None. All in favor of the election of Patrick? I did that. All in favor of the election of Anna Maria Cuglietta, please signify in the usual manner by raising your right hand. Aye. Contrary, if any? None. All in favor of the election of John King, please signify in the usual manner by raising your right hand. Aye. Contrary, if any? None. All in favor of the election of Manaz Valani, please signify in the usual manner by raising your right hand. Aye. Contrary, if any? None. I declare those nominated to be fully elected directors of the corporation to hold office until the next annual meeting of the corporation or until the successors are duly elected or appointed, unless their office is earlier vacated in accordance with the bylaws of the corporation. The next item of business is the appointment of auditor. The Board of Directors of the corporation proposes to appoint M&P LLP Chartered Accountants as auditor of the corporation. Could we have a motion with regard to the appointment of the auditor until the next annual meeting and the remuneration be fixed by the Board of Directors?
I move that M&P LLP Chartered Accountants be appointed as auditors of the corporation until the next annual meeting or until a successor is appointed and the remuneration be fixed by the Board of Directors.
I second the motion.
You've heard the foregoing. All in favor signify in the usual manner by raising your right hand. Aye. Contrary, if any? None. Carried. If there is no further business to be brought before the meeting, I suggest that we have a motion to terminate the meeting.
I move that the meeting be terminated.
I second the motion.
All those in favor of the foregoing signify in the usual manner by raising your right hand. Aye. Contrary, if any? None. Carried. I declare the meeting adjourned.
That concludes the legal part of the AGM. Thank you and have a great day.